Welcome to our midweek check-in. Our kitchen looks a little bit crazy because we're going to show you guys some fun stuff, but mostly we are doing this video because this week, out of the last 5 weeks that we have been cutting for Shredding for the Wedding Season 2, this week our weight kind of just stalled, and so we cut our carbs by a little bit.
Yeah.
And so that means we're a little bit hungrier. We have less food. We're doing a little bit more cardio, or I am. And so yeah, we're just more hungry. And so we wanted to show you guys some foods to help you stay full on a diet, or if you're tracking macros, just some good foods to have around. And these are basically our staples.
Yeah, these are our go-to foods for volume. So this is the key is to stay full with low calories.
Yeah.
So here we go.
We are at the breakfast station. This is all of our typical breakfast food. So I'm gonna let Brad start. What do we do first? What do I do first? What do I drink first?
What do you drink first?
Yeah.
Oh, coffee.
Yeah.
So sugar-free creamers because they have less carbs.
Still some fat, but
we use cashew milk. I know a lot of people use almond milk. Cashew milk is actually even lower in calories than almond milk. And then next we'll go over here to the protein powder and protein pancakes. So we normally do 1 serving of this.
Half a cup?
Which is half a cup with 1 serving of protein powder. Sometimes we do a half a serving of protein powder with 1 serving of this. It just depends on what our protein needs are.
And water.
Yeah, and then water until it turns into the consistency. And then Aubrey always tops hers with powdered peanut butter.
Yeah.
So.
Whether we make waffles or pancakes, that's the recipe.
Yeah.
Syrup-wise, we like Walden Farms because it's calorie-free, nothing really in it. Or sugar-free syrup, which is just a little bit better on your carb level.
Yeah, what I've noticed is a lot of times, like after I've gone on, like we go on a trip and we use regular syrup and I come back, Walden Farms just doesn't taste good. So I'll go to sugar-free syrup and then I'll make my way back to Walden Farms.
Yeah.
So.
This also, just sugar-free syrup we use in our coffee or just like stuff that we make.
Yeah, I'll mix it in with like Arctic Zero. I'll mix that in with some of the cashew milk to turn it more into like a soft serve consistency. So you microwave Arctic Zero for 25 seconds, pour a little bit of that in there, pour a little bit of cashew milk in, and then stir it up with a spoon and it turns into like a soft serve. But I guess we'll talk about that later.
Usually what we were doing in the past is making waffles and pancakes, usually waffles, and packing them for the next morning. But like on a quick day, what I'll do is I'll take like a packet of oatmeal. This is lower sugar oatmeal or grits, or I'll mix the two together, and then I'll put 1 scoop of protein powder and some cashew milk in there after it's microwaved, and that's awesome.
And something I've seen from people is they'll grate zucchini into their oatmeal, and it adds more volume without adding a lot of carbs. I mean, it's pretty much like negligible, really.
Yeah.
But
these English muffins we found, they're maple French toast. They smell so good. But what I did the other day, they're 100, right? They're 100 calories?
150.
150. They were so worth it for me. I put 100 grams of egg whites in there and then a fat-free Kraft single cheese, and it was like a breakfast sandwich. It was awesome. So.
But yeah, they smell really good. I picked them up.
So way to add volume. Definitely the waffle is the way to go.
Yeah, or adding zucchini to
your like
oats. So, but these are some of our breakfast staples. All right, I'm going to talk to you about lunch and dinner. So one of our favorite things to go to is this delightful Sara Lee bread. It's 45 calories per slice. And we like to mix it with fat-free Kraft singles And then we also have this Campbell's Harvest Tomato with basil. Really good macros on this. The whole can is only 2 fat, 46 carbs, 4 protein. So that's like a go-to dinner, lunch. Depends on, if it's the weekend, it's probably lunch. Also, obviously we eat a ton of salad. We like the Bolt House Farms dressings. You can find them in the refrigerated section. They have really good macros. They have like Caesar dressing. They have a mango dressing. They have balsamic vinaigrette. So they're all between like 25 and 45 calories per serving. Really good dressings. We also do green beans. Green beans are a good go-to. Aubrey loves to put this dill pickle seasoning on there. That's probably her favorite thing. I know it's a little bit high in sodium, but we don't really watch our sodium intake because our sodium intake is about the same every day, and we drink plenty of water. And I was actually watching a thing with Dr. Lane Norton where he said that if your sodium intake was high for most people, but you drink a lot of water, you sweat, and it was pretty much normal for you, then that's fine. And that's pretty much what ours is, a little bit higher probably, but we don't really track it. We also put this Frank's Red Hot on pretty much everything. When we're making quesadillas, we'll use these low carb tortillas and then these Smart and Delicious light tortillas. These two right here have really good macros. This tortillas are 2 fat, 16 carbs, 4 protein, so 80 calories. And these are 90 calories, 3 fat, 19 carbs, 8 protein. But that's what our go-to. And we'll usually make quesadillas. This pizza kit right here from Costco, the entire pizza is 8 fat, 156 carbs, 28 protein, and that's for one whole pizza with dough and then like one of these little sauce packets that are in here. But if we're using a different kind of dough that doesn't have a sauce packet, we like this Cucina Antica Tomato Basil. It's 35 calories per serving, 1/2 fat, 5 carb, 1 protein for half a cup. So it's really good macros. And then we'll either use fat-free or reduced fat cheese, and then turkey pepperonis. And another go-to is this organic cauliflower rice. This entire bag is only 275 calories, which is, it's 44 carb and 22 protein. So pretty awesome. If you're not full after eating this, then I don't know what's wrong with you.
What about meat?
Meat, we do chicken breast, shrimp, egg whites, sometimes whole eggs if we need the fat, tuna. We also have these like tuna burgers that we bought. We love these Hebrew National hot dogs. They're like 45 calories each. They're only 1 fat. They're really good. The person though that you need to talk to about snacking is Aubrey. So here she is.
To take you through some of my favorite snacks, and I'm on the couch because that's where you should always do all of your snacking. If you have a sweet tooth like me, some really good high protein, lower fat items are protein bars, okay? But I have a love-hate relationship with them because I can't ever find one that's lower fat. This is pretty much the only one that I found that I like to eat. It's pure protein, it's usually fairly cheap, and I think it's 180 calories, 4.5 fat, pretty low carb, so that's definitely worth it. Another high protein and sweeter snack is an Oikos 000. These were on sale, I think, but they're just awesome. They have 0 fat and 15 protein, so that's a really good thing to snack on. Another one to fill your stomach that's kind of sweeter, not necessarily a food item, but Brad really loves diet sodas every once in a while, and I do as well. They kind of hurt my stomach sometimes, but definitely worth it if you have a sweet tooth. As far as salty items go, because I do love chips, pickles. If you're not eating pickles, what are you doing with your life? We love pickles at lunchtime, dinner time, and nighttime, always. And then, obviously, you guys have seen me eat popcorn. Love popcorn. You can do air popping popcorn. This is a microwave version. I think it's 97% fat-free Act 2 microwave popcorn. Definitely worth it. I think it has like 56 carbs for the whole bag. Put some of this stuff on there. any kind of popcorn seasoning. This is my favorite, garlic parmesan. As far as chips, finding like an alternative to chips, these are really good. They're called popcorners. There's some other good ones out there like Weight Watchers chips. Those are really low fat, low carb. This one is 4.5 fat, 19 carb, and 2 protein. So, and you actually get quite a bit of chips. So, last one is rice cakes. Duh. If you're not eating rice cakes, these are a staple in our house. Every flavor is in our pantry right now. So it's a good pre-workout snack and just a snack in general because it's low carb. And now we're gonna show you dessert, the best meal of the day.
Now we're gonna talk about my favorite dessert.
Which involves quite a bit of ice cream.
Right. So first, I'm a huge texture person. So if I'm just having like this plain chocolate fat-free ice cream, I have to have something crunch or something like that in there, which is where these cones are awesome. I actually break mine up and throw it in the ice cream. Aubrey will eat hers out of a cone, but they're only 50 calories for one waffle cone. Half a fat, 11 carb, less than 1 gram protein, so maybe a half a gram. But they're actually really big waffle cones. I mean, they're probably about this size. So
pretty much same macros as like a rice cake. So
yeah, but sweet. So ice cream choices. So we have like the fat-free version.
It's Lucerne, I think.
Another fat-free one would be the Arctic Zero. The lower calorie ones, they have 150 cal ones and 300 calorie ones. So the 150 calorie ones are 0 fat, 7 carb, 3 protein per serving, 4 servings, so 28 and 12.
That's usually my go-to. I especially salted caramel. I pop it in the microwave for 30 seconds and then I sprinkle some salt on it. That is a higher calorie Arctic Zero. Not always my go-to, but it's 75 calories per serving. So times 4 is 300. 300. And
it's only got 4 grams of fat in the entire thing, so
Yeah.
it's not that much higher in fat. It's a little bit higher in carbs. And then you have Halo Tops. They're actually the next step up in fat. So these have 10 fat in the whole thing. But like this one's only 280 calories, whereas this is 300. So it's obviously lower in carbs.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then finally the best ones, dryers.
Dryers, slow churned. They just have a lot of flavors. Pretty much same macros as Halo Top in general. So it's definitely Brad's choice.
They're very similar to these on the macros as far as the fats and the fats go, but they'll be like just a little bit higher carbs and a little bit less protein for the dryers. So the flavor between this and this is noticeably different, just like the flavor between this and Arctic Zero is noticeably different. So if I can fit it in, I'd rather have a dryer slow churned. So.
Mm-hmm. If you're not as much of an ice cream fan as us, but you still want something kind of sweet.
Where's the bars?
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. These are cake batter Arctic Zero bars, 80 calories, 5 fat actually surprisingly, but I think it's because of the shell. And then I don't know how many carbs, 7 carbs, so not a lot, and 3 protein. So just a nice sweet treat.
Whereas these are 3.5 fat, 11 carbs. And like a couple of protein. Yeah.
Weight Watchers.
They're like 75 calories.
70 calories.
70 calories.
Weight Watchers, English Toffee Crunch. There's a 100 calorie bar. Don't be confused. This one is the 70 calorie one.
Yeah, it's just less English toffee on it, honestly. The Jiffy on it.
I know we already showed this stuff, but some of the stuff we love for dessert as well as breakfast.
Oh yeah, I'll get out the other stuff too while you're doing that.
So, sugar-free, low-calorie syrup, Walden Farms. Again, with the peanut butter powder on top of your ice cream. Brad got out this liquid stevia because I'm sure you wanted to talk about how.
Well, so Arctic Zero and stuff, I'll add liquid stevia to it. Or if I'm making like my dessert pancakes, which is BPN, some pumpkin, and a little bit of egg whites. So it's like, so I use like 1/4 a serving of pumpkin, which is like 35-ish grams, and I use half a serving of BPN whey, and then I use like maybe 1 serving of egg whites, which is 46 grams. I mix that together, add stevia, add baking powder, and it makes a really good pancake. So, but we also add these to our ice cream. So we have Heath chocolate bits and chocolate chips. The mini chocolate chips 14 grams is actually a lot, and it's 4 fat, 9 carb, and that's the same as this. You get 15 grams of this actually for 5 fat, 9 carb. But like I said, I'm a texture person, so I like adding this to my ice cream.
That is how you kind of get the most bang for your buck in all your meals. And that is what we're going to be doing, especially this week and moving forward through our cut.
Yeah, hopefully I can add some carbs back because I don't like taking carbs away.
Yeah, I'd rather take protein, maybe a little bit of fat, but we'll see how it works. It's all about an experiment.
So tell us, what is your favorite go-to low-calorie, high-volume food?
Yeah, maybe we didn't mention it.
Yeah, so maybe you have a trick for us. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate you.
We hope you have a good week, especially if you're shredding with us. Thank you for sending us emails.
And thanks.